Hey traders, John Howell here. We're going to be looking at stock markets having a bit of a rally right now, which is what I expected, but it's going to be short-lived. We are about to get absolutely hammered in this market. Do not be fooled by this rally through here. Now, what I'm saying actually I'll get into more about that, but then also I want to talk to you more about your trading and the long-term view of these markets and some other things that I want to share with you. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, make sure you grab that free trading course with the link in the description. Oh, by the way guys, when you actually put your email, when you actually get access to that free trading course, when you register for it, I've also just put together a brand new training talking about how to actually see when we're overbought, oversold, and when the perfect time is to be looking for a trade, and also how to identify strong momentum in the market as well too. So I've actually put that free trading recently into that free trading course. Again, guys, link in the description. Go get that right now. Let's go have a look at the actual stock market. So the Dow Jones right now, we're getting a bit of a short-term rally through here. Bit of a short-term rally, but it's going to be short-lived, right? Do not be fooled by this thing that's happening right now. I don't believe it's going to be big, but again, I could be wrong. I do know a lot of people are short these markets right now, like they're very, very, very heavily short. So I'm expecting some sort of a bear market rally to rip people's faces off because, like, you got hedge funds. Hedge funds are always the last. Hedge funds are short. Everyone's short, everyone's bearish, everyone thinks the market's going to go down, and so do I, right? So therefore, in the intermediate term, we could get a very strong bear market rally, right? Very strong, right? And then what's probably going to happen is we're probably going to roll over. And I'll share with you one thing, the one thing that I'm looking at here to tell me why this has a high probability of happening. Okay, I'll share that with you in just a minute. So we can see what's happening here on the Dow Jones, but look at this thing through here. One of the best things that I've learned as a trader is to always focus on the big picture, right? So we can see what's happening here right now. People say double bottom, John, double bottom. Here we go. All right, okay, here. All right, hang on a minute. Let's relax. Okay, yes, double bottom, but you're focusing on here. If we had a look at the double bottom, right? The double bottom is what, 29 up to say 30. Right, maybe even a bit higher than that. Say 30, call it 30 and a half, right? So basically 29 to 30. So therefore, the double bottom is anywhere from 31,000 to 31,000 and a half. That's the double bottom projection. Okay, so yes, we could still get something like that, but then that's probably going to be all over Red Rover, and the market's probably going to get hammered from there. So let me share with you one thing that's really going to help you when it comes to your trading. Whenever we see these big movements, right? See these big movements through here. Why is it then suddenly the market comes back down and knocks it back down? Is there anything we can see through here that gives us a bit of a guidance on what is coming in the markets? And the answer is absolutely 100% yes. If we have a look at the weekly charts, the weekly charts are giving us a guide, right? And this is really, most people don't focus on the weekly charts. And this is where I think the weekly charts are very, very, very key on help us understand where are we in the markets. So what's rule number one? Rule number one is what? Trend, right? The trend is your friend until the end. No, John, tell me something new. Okay, well, if you do know that, then you should be adhering to it, right? If you know trend is your friend until the end, yeah, we've heard that saying before. We'll follow that, okay? Let's go look at the weekly charts. If a market is doing this, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, where's that trend? Trend is down. Okay, so is down your friend? Yes. Okay, cool. Look at this here. Weekly chart. High, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And now look what we're getting. We're getting this here. So if we get something like that, guess who's still in control? Not the buyers, right? Oh, but John, it's like, no, remember, who's in control? Buyers or sellers is based on trend analysis. And we can have sellers in control or buyers in control, but we have pullbacks. So in this case example, who's in control? The sellers, right? Because the sellers are making lower highs, and then that's a downward trend, which is sellers in control. And then we have what? These pullbacks. They're pullbacks, not change of trends. So what are we right now? We're at a pullback, not a change of trend. So what's likely to come next? You got it. Ba 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 ba. Right, big move on the downside, right? That's what's probably going to happen. This is a walking through the sequences of what's going to happen, right? We're probably going to see a massive capitulation coming real soon. And then we're going to find a bottom of the market, and then we're going to start to really make some really big moves to the upside. So we look at that. That's from the Dow Jones. Let's look at the S&P 500. We can see the S&P 500, it actually made a new low, and then now we're rallying. So we're possibly going to see a bit more movement to the upside. But once again, if we have a look at the weekly charts, look what's happening with the weekly charts. Right? Because sometimes, actually a lot of the times, the weekly chart can take the confusion out of what's going on, right? Down, this was a low, this was a lower low, up, pullback, downward trend, pullback, downward trend, pullback, downward trend. So you don't, where are the best type of trades to be trading, right? Wait for a pullback and try to enter here, and wait for a pullback and try to enter here, right? So we always wait for a pullback. So there's a difference from changing trend from buyers to sellers, right? And then it just being a pullback. So right now you can see the reason why this actually had a big leg down. Why? Because it was just at a pullback in this overall downward trend. Lower high, lower low, lower low, pullback, downward trend, pullback, downward movement, right? It's just a pullback. An upward trend is this. As long as we're making these lower highs, the sellers are still still in the downward trend. And these movements through here can be very, 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 especially where we are right now, very short-lived. Make sense? So looking at the Nasdaq as well too, we can see we have what? We can see we have this high, lower high, and now look at that there, another lower high, right? And now look where we are, right? So once we get that, what is this? It's just another pullback before we really start to move down. I actually have a target of 7,000 on the Nasdaq, by the way, guys. So FYI, I have 7,000 target on my Nasdaq. Oh, John, John, it's not going to happen. Okay, we'll see. Go study. Go. Actually, you know what, guys? I want you to do this here. Okay, I've done a video on this as well too. But go study the big bubbles. 1987, 2008, 1929. You know, the tech boom, tech bubble. And you tell me, wherever the vertical move started, not the overall bull trend, but wherever the vertical move started, you'll notice that almost 100% of the time it retraces that bubble. Almost 100% of the time. So, with that being said, guess what? There's going to be some amazing opportunities, guys. There's going to be such amazing opportunities in these markets. Because if that does this, if we get something like this, right, a bit of a pullback, and then we get another bar like that, guess what? There's some amazing shorting opportunities coming our way. Now, yes, we can get a very rip your face off bear market rally. All right, just rip your face off sort of rally. And in phase number 2 in that free trading course, guys, link in the description, I really it's about 30 minutes just walking through chart reading techniques. But the whole thing about here is that there's so much opportunities out there, right? Don't be bullish, don't be bearish. I'm not either. Either. Which one is it, guys? Actually, guys, how do you actually even spell that? Put it in the comment section below. Either and either. I'm having problems trying to picture. To me, it's like, are they spelt the same? Put it in the comment section below. Anyway, so we can see that through there, right? So that's what we're looking at through there. So now let's go have a look at the gold market and what's happening with gold. So gold right now has continued to do what? And this is what, remember I said before, rule number 1 is what? Trend. And is it a change in trend or is it just a pullback? Down, up. Now we're in a downward trend. Pullback, downward trend, pullback, downward trend, pullback. Still in a downward trend. See what I'm saying? So anyone that's trying to go long here, long here, long here, guess what? The sellers are still overall in a downward trend. Do not try to fight the market when the market is stepping in a downward fashion. Now, when the market starts to change its tune, that's when we can start to look at it, right? So that's gold through there. But if I have a look at, say, such thing as like the GDXJ, or sorry, the GDX, as an example. And by the way, guys, the GDXJ is my baby type of thing. I actually just bought some more GDXJ myself. I've been buying GDXJ for a while now. And that's a 10-year view that's a 10-year type of position for me. Because I see very big moves coming in the mining sector. And I'll talk more about that in just a minute. But look what's happened here on the good old GDX, right? Look at this here. We've had a high, a lower high. See how this is an equal high now. What's happening here? Oh, we're actually not in a downward trend anymore, right? When sort of there's no one in control. We've had a low. Is this going to be a higher low through here? If so, if we get something like this, like that, right? Like a little bit of a here we go type thing. Guess what? Now the buyers are starting to come back in, and then we're probably going to get a rally. If we did get something like this, then we're probably going to get a rally up to around about that $30 level. And the reason why I say that $30 level is because we can see that that's that next major level of resistance around that level through there. So if this is some form of a bottom through here, right, and we're actually seeing that level through there being a support where it is right now. So if we did get a bit of a rally out of this here, we're probably going to get a rally back up to around about that $30 level if we did get that, right? So if we don't and we continue down from here, then it's probably going to make another big move, and we're probably going to head back down towards the $21 level, something like that through there. So that's what I'm seeing through there, guys, when it comes to these markets. And you know, guys, the one thing I want to say is looking at your personal trading is make sure that you are personally trading with a trading system, okay? Right now, the markets are crazy volatile. And as you can see, right, a lot of people don't understand the stuff that I've just shared with you today about trend analysis and how to qualify the trend and how to know if it's a changing trend or if it's just a pullback before they smack it again on you. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that sort of stuff. And that's the reason why, again, one, I'm giving away a free trading course in that link in the description there. But the whole thing about trading, right, is understanding what's going on. And that's where, like, right now, especially in today's market, guys, is much tougher to trade than it was in the last couple of years. I'm going to be honest with you here right now. Today's market is very, very tough for most people out there who don't know what they're doing, okay? And if you are not very disciplined with your approach, if you're very willy-nilly with your approach, if you're very seat of the pants with your approach, as you can see, we get a lot of big, strong bear market rallies, lots of big movement, lots of volatility. Things are happening this year, and this year has been one of the most toughest years out there to trade. Now I'm not saying tough for myself because I've had a phenomenal trading year. You know, I've had actually the last 3 or 4 weeks have been phenomenal for me, right? I made good money last week, the week before, and so on and so forth. But because I'm disciplined and I know what I'm looking for, and I know my trading system, and that's where it's important for you, okay? It's really, 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 really important that what are you actually looking for in your ideal setup? Do not be just trading anything just because I say, oh, stock market's going to have another big leg down, just because this guy called Johnny Howe is on YouTube doing his little song and dance for you right now, plus also a little bit of some education. Just because I say that to you does not mean that you should go out there and start shorting the market right now. Why? Because we could go through a bit of a bear market rally for a month or two, and then we go through the capitulation, right? That's an overall thing that I just said there. See what I'm saying there, right? So the whole purpose of that is that whenever you're entering the markets, enter the markets based off a system, based off a strategy, and you know, based off rules, not based off just a thinking. Well, this video actually sounded really convincing that gold's going to go to the moon, or XRP is going to go to the moon, or Bitcoin's going to go to the moon. So therefore, I'm going to go do that thing, right? What the YouTube video says. And you'll notice 9 times out of 10, that's the wrong thing to do. Now, I do believe we're going to get a capitulation, right? But if you short the market right now and we rally for the next week, was I wrong? No, because I do see a capitulation coming to end this, but we may get a bear market rally first and then the capitulation, or we may just go sideways and then we see the capitulation, right? And then we start the next, and then we see a very, very, very strong rally out of the markets, which I do see, by the way, right? I do see on the other side of this capitulation that's coming, I do see a massive, massive rally coming in the actual stock market itself, but a lot more pain, a lot more downward movement is coming in the stock market. See what I'm saying through there? So we want to make sure that we are absolute rule-based within the markets and not just trading willy-nilly, because right now, especially in today's market, guys, this market will rip your face off as quick as you can look at it, and you may be already in that situation. And that's the reason why, guys, like, and I know I'm mentioning my free trading course again, but in phase number 1, guys, is about a 30-minute video walking you through the biggest mistakes you're making right now, and then how to overcome them. Make sense? It's really, 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 really important that you understand that within your trading. So please have rule-based, okay? Do not be trying to get in here and get in there and get in here. Like I had someone, I said to some of my private clients recently that I see a very big, strong rally coming soon out of the stock market, but we're probably going to get capitulation. And then one of my clients actually said to me, he goes, oh, well, should I just buy it now for a 2 to 3 month swing trade? It's like, what? What did you just not listen to what I'm saying? We're probably going to have a lot more pain first, right? So the whole purpose of that, and then I had to put him back in his place. Say, no, we trade based off the systems and rules, not based off, just I'm going to trade it for 2 to 3 months, right? Swing trade. It's not like that. So please have some form of rules. If you don't have rules, again, that's the reason why I'm giving that free trading course, because I do teach you my trading systems and how to read the charts and all that sort of stuff as well too. So I'll speak to you guys in the next video.